How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlett, and welcome back to a brand new video, lads. Today we got some Pokemon rumors and stuff to take a look at, so let's do exactly that, which is going to be right in front of us right here. So, the Soul Silver art has some breakdowns in the most recent leaks from the Riddler, so I thought we'd take a look at that and see what it's all about, see what all the information is. So here we go. Huge spoiler news from Ku and all. Concerning the first part, there are more designs back when Kaka spoiled the whole dex. I had a feeling there was more we didn't know about. If you didn't understand, these are all Pokemon that get alternate forms, usable and not usable, but there's more. And what is he talking about? Well, basically, he tweeted this a while back and he said surprise, and then he says, so I still believe there's a specific number of surprises we still don't know about the Pokemon Scarlet valuable Pokedex. Maybe something will be revealed tomorrow. And well, I guess it kind of was. Here's what he says. Remember this thread from me explaining how Game Freak counts new forms as new designs, which is true. We should do the same. This news got me so hyped because it means our final number of new Pokemon goes way up with these new designs. Let's not forget that Paldean Wooper 2 is basically a new one. I can't say a final number yet because there could be more. If we're counting the box legendaries, technically Cyclizar also has a riding form that we've seen, and this new list of Pokemon from Ku could get multiple forms like the, I guess, parrots. What should be our expectations though? Some like the mice are obvious ones. How can there be 3 out of 4? And honestly, he says here, honestly, I would expect the, I guess the Dunsparce or Paradox Dunsparce and gender forms to be, kind of for the pig to be similar. Here's also how we know it's Dunsparce. Very important. Also, the OC is clearly the 3 Tauros, and bike equals engine, like Rotom Bike, and cell equals the coin Pokemon form like Zygarde cells. So what he's talking about here is, of course, that the, the engine Pokemon kind of works in a similar way as like Rotom being attached to a bike. So a Pokemon that can be multiple objects, more or less, right? And then we know about the coin as well. So back in July, he talks a bit about this. Definitely check out this thread that I made earlier this year too. We have a really good idea of how to gauge how many new designs we are getting this gen. These are notable forms. Lastly, I'm guessing there will be somewhere around 15 when everything is said and done, and we count them all. So yeah, pretty much that's where he lands on that. And then, of course, down here, he also has the original tweet, which said, Parrot, Mice, TLJJ, Dolphin, Boxes, R-Ox, and Pig, Engine, and Coin. And then basically, I guess these are like alternate form, like Pokemon that can, I guess, count as alternate extra forms. And he says, maybe there's more. Also, this makes a lot more sense now. Very interesting. Where he basically replied saying the coin is just a code name. This PM is not a coin before and after evolution. So fair enough. And then, of course, we have like what looks to be the coin Pokemon in this background of this image right here. So again, don't really know what to say about it, but it could be something similar to what we see down here. Kind of like these things that are used to find water almost, I think. At least that's the way I perceive that. But anyway, either way, he says, updates to tonight's leaks, there's much more clarity on how the coin Pokemon works. It's not actually just a coin, that's just Ku's code name. Basically, like I said in my thread, what we saw in the first October trailer wasn't a Pokemon, but equal to Zygarde cells and cores. Once you collect enough of them, you'll get an actual first stage Pokemon. So basically like Zygarde cells, literally. Pokemon, and then if you continue and collect all of them, it will evolve. However, Ku also said you can catch the first stage and skip all the initial collecting to instead just collect for the Evo. Also, this Pokemon is OP apparently. My other theory below was also confirmed. Please read it for details, but basically there'll be 1 to 7, they'll be rated 1 to 7 star raids, and 6 out of 7 stars are paradoxes. 6 to 7, I guess, 6 and 7 are paradoxes and level 100 Pokemon. So yes, there are up to 7 levels of raids, 7 different levels of where this goes. And apparently the ones that are 6 stars and 7 star raids that are the most difficult ones will include the Paradox Pokemon, which is the past and future ones, and of course the level 100 Pokemon. Also, Pokemon spawns are like Sword and Shield, and huge sad news, there may be a broken exploit in raid battles if they don't fix it on day 1, according to the Riddler in this case. The raid bug would basically let you get level 100 Pokemon and Paradoxes for free. 1 HP terrible farming exploit could occur, so let's hope it's in the day 1 or even week 1 patch. And yeah, if you never update to day 1 patch though, you'll probably love this. So yeah, it's just messaging Blaine's here. And speaking of Blaine's, he was claiming that today, as of me recording this video, there was supposed to be a brand new trailer. However, there's been a delay. Oh, sorry, not trailer. Brand new, like a leak of the whole game. However, that seems to have been delayed or something has happened. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be even happening. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Though he said we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see what comes out of it. Then there is also a more or less a few tweets from Centro. For example, this one is kind of doing a interesting comparison between Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and also Sword and Shield as of what we know right now. So for example, Sword and Shield had 320 returning Pokemon, whereas Scarlet and Violet have 300 returning Pokemon as far as we know. There were 80 new Pokemon in Sword and Shield. However, there are about 103 new Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. You can only transfer 42 Pokemon. You can only transfer 35 in Sword and Shield. So the total ends up being higher in Scarlet and Violet overall. Then the percentage distribution here makes it pretty decent actually for everyone. I don't feel like anybody's really missing out. Hoenn got a decent amount. I guess Unova has the lowest, which makes sense because Unova is most likely getting a remake next generation, so it makes sense. Then you have, you know, just 2019 Pokemon discovered 890. Today it's 1008. And in game there are 445, and out of the game there are 563. So there are more Pokemon out of Scarlet and Violet. That's because there is overall more Pokemon now than there used to be during Sword and Shield. So that's kind of the way you have to look at that. Then there was also a kind of tweet that more or less summarizes a lot of stuff. For example, all the returning Pokemon, you guys probably already know this tweet, you've probably already seen it. It's just all the returning Pokemon. If you want to pause and look at this, you can, but I think most of you have already seen this. If you haven't, then definitely check this out. However, there is also kind of a general breakdown of the most recent information. So 103 new Pokemon, 297 returning Pokemon. I think the 103 new ones includes all the forms, right? So 297 and then 400 Pokemon total, plus now we know it's, you know, more of, I guess, higher number. And then, of course, 40 plus transfer Pokemon. The Charizard line can be transferred, but only the Charizard line. The other Kanto starters did not make it. So, yeah, and then there's, of course, some other decent information that I think you guys can look through. But for the most part, we already know a lot of this stuff. There's not really much we have missed. Nonetheless, ladies and gents, I think we've pretty much gone through everything we had to go through here. I don't think I've really missed anything. So I just want to thank you all for watching, as per usual. Also, I'd highly recommend checking out our second channel, Ruffle Rowlet Plays. I'll be posting a new video there tomorrow, most likely. It all depends on when I can get, like, the video fully edited and stuff. But I would highly recommend checking that channel out. We do Pokemon challenges and ROM hacks and fan games and stuff like that over there. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, go there. I make really high quality content there. And just in general, let's get ready for the games. Like, leaks will be dropping soon. You've noticed maybe that I haven't been as active recently. It's because there hasn't really been much to talk about. There hasn't really been many videos to make about anything. So I think it's now finally getting to that point now where we're about to get massive leaks. And when that starts happening, you guys better subscribe, because I'll be dropping videos about all the information that's going to be happening, all the leaks, all the stuff. I'll be talking about the data mines that are going to be happening. I'm going to be talking about, like, just stuff, everything, because we are now at the precipice. We are now at that point, 1 month away from these games releasing, which means we are also at the point now where the games are going to leak, okay? The games are 100% going to leak soon. Maybe not in October just yet, but definitely soon, though. Maybe at the end of October. But we'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye.